Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Digital Woodcarver. My name is Laney Shaughnessy, and I'm joined with co-host. He's on this side over here, Burl Tishner, owner of Digital Woodcarver. And we want to thank you guys and girls for jumping in and joining us this evening. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot of things and exciting stuff to go over. How are you doing tonight, Burl?
We're doing great. In Indiana, it's getting close to fall, and the summer's going to leave us. Leaves haven't turned, but some of the crops have a little bit. But it's just absolutely gorgeous weather. It's that cools down a little more in the evening. We are doing fantastic, and like you say, this is a little bit different of a format. And anybody, I don't know how many we have at first. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. But one of the things I want to point out is, especially tonight, if you have questions, pop them up, and it's a good night where we can get a little deeper in those open questions. And Laney will try to, I don't know if we could put across the bottom, ask you questions, but and we may talk about it in between our different topics. Just say, hey, anybody out there has got questions, we can get a little bit deeper maybe tonight than we would normally on a where we're set on a certain topic where that's all we're going to focus on. So we're going to bounce it around a little bit tonight, but I think it's going to be a very cool evening. We'll say that tonight is maybe just a little bit more on our owners. We don't generally focus on our owners as much, but tonight it might be a little bit more on that. But if you're a newcomer, we got some things for you tonight too, so stay tuned and we'll get this thing started.
Yeah, and on the banner that you see across your screen, a couple of question marks in front of your questions so that in the chat I can identify those questions very easily. Nice. That'll help me identify through that chat conversation, everything, that it's an actual question that you want to ask. So if you do have questions, ask them in the chat. And Burl, you were talking about Indiana and the weather and things. We're just here in Florida. We're getting to our kind of hurricane season. I think we've kind of been in there all over the stuff. So we have our rains and storms and stuff coming in. But do want to, send out our thoughts and prayers from Woodcarver for all the people that are affected by the hurricane storm, especially, over there in the New Orleans area and things like
Louisiana,
that, Louisiana and stuff and coast and all. So for sure, definitely want to mention that. And yeah, we do have a lot to talk about, Burl. And one of the things that we're going to be talking about is for mostly a little bit of information for the new people that are looking for information, but also for our customers that are involved with kind of helping spread the word about Digital Woodcarver. And that's the local carvers directory that we have on our website. It's launched. I mean, it's been a couple of months now, and the directory is getting quite popular. But it's a place for people that are looking for possible demos or carving services. If you don't have a CNC and you're not quite able to, get into it just yet, but you're looking for projects to be done, actually have a directory that you can go to on our website, which I'm going to show you here in a second, that puts you in the direction of a carver that may be in your area around you for carving projects and things that they sell, and also demos. Some of them are willing to do demos, so that's going to be exciting for us, bro. Let's take a quick look at that. Let me take this banner here, bro, and hide it just for a second, and let's go into this split screen and find a carver that is located on our website. So at the top of the digitalwoodcarver.com website, URL at the bottom of the screen, you will find in the menu where it's local carvers, and that'll bring you to our find a carver page. And there are such states already that you can kind of choose from, and we'd love for our low carvers, for our C owners, digital wood carvers, if you haven't listed your business or your service on the local carver, definitely do that. We'd love to see more people in more areas that are spreading the word about the things that they sell, and possibly if they're willing to show off their machine and do demos. But what's your business, bro? This is great promotion for our customers to be able to promote what they do, what they're making, and what they're selling, right?
It is, and
And
one of the things I'm not ignoring you. I'm looking over here and trying to, scroll through some of them and just some phenomenal things. And certainly, you know probably more of them than I do, but I do recognize a lot of the names. And I want
yes,
to not only to our customers but potential customers. I refer people this direction pretty well on I'll say weekly. You get more phone calls than I get, but I know that coming in, then they search and they see digital wood carver and they, instantly think, okay, they'll do carving for me. And it just, matter of fact, this week I had a guy that started off and, I want to know how much bar top would cost and start doing this. And he was going through his routine. I had to stop him and say, hey, we sell machines, but we do want to promote our local carvers. And so I sent him in the direction of that. A couple things I want to talk about is to our carvers that are on that list. When you get referred by us, this is your business. So, just because they said, hey, Burl said, come this direction or whatever, we want you to realize that not all jobs are good jobs, and some of them are, and that's what we want. But, you do your diligence in searching for that, because I've had a couple guys said, hey, I feel bad. You referred, this person to me, and their expectation was it just something that I could not do. And I wanted to tell them that definitely don't feel bad. This is, if they can do it, fine. If not, it's not like, that I'm, expecting them to do every job that gets sent their way.
Right. And bro, what they have to understand is we get a lot of calls from people that are just looking for carvers. And when they Google, CNC carving, our page comes up, right? So people, reach out to us thinking that, we are, provide a CNC service, not realizing that we're a manufacturer. And so we, of course, want to take that potential business and just pass it on to our customers, and promote our customers. But you're absolutely, they need to understand that just because we're sending, hey, check out this person and give them a call or something, that we're not expecting them to, take the job or anything like that. They need to understand that we don't know the individual that, in most cases that we're referring, we're just saying, hey, this person, does work and might be able to provide a service to you. And if you can't, there's no problem with that. So Burl's exactly right. Don't ever feel obligated to, to a job just because we refer you. We're just trying to pass the business along because we kind of focus on the manufacturing side. Yeah, and absolutely. So in the local carver directory for you CNC owners, you digital wood carver CNC owners, down at the bottom here of the website is Get Listed. This is where you can add your listing, for your business, and just your, in that Get Listed. When you click on this, it's going to open up the form, which will pop up here in just a second. And why things are running a little bit slow today, but comes and there'll be a list that says join the owners. So it's free, of course, and all you're going to be doing is filling out the form that will pop up here in just another second. So I don't know why that second step is there. And it's going to say, actually, bro, I think it actually circled me right back to the beginning there. So that's something I need to look into on why it's back. But let me see. Let me try this. Get why that bottom link circled me right back to below. That one of those things that you do. What in the world? But anyway, it fills out. You'd be filling out a form. Let's see here.
It's supposed to have a drop down. When I clicked on it, Laney,
it is. There's supposed to be a form.
It is. I'm not sure why.
There it is. Okay, I still wasn't enough to wait for it, Burl. I just wasn't being patient enough, and then of course, right off. And now it's But there's a form. Let me go back to it. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. I clicked a little too fast, and that's what happens live, guys and girls. All right, give it a second for that to pop up. It's just we're kind of we do have rain and storm outside Burl, so things are a little bit slow. There it is. So basically, we're just looking your name or company name, which is optional, type of CNC you own, and a little bit of a description you do, the type of services that you offer, and then we want information. So when people are looking and they find these local carvers, they know how to reach you, right? We want to know how to get a hold of you, either phone, a call, email, whatever you prefer. If you have a website, definitely put and your additional information. You add some photos to your gallery of your profile. You can submit those photos, and that'll populate onto the website. We have Jake in the background, our marketing guy, keeping an eye on if there's ever any issues or anything. He can load the stuff for you. Like for some reason, if you're not getting, like if your photos aren't loading properly, there's someone monitoring this. To fill out to get in that. If you're a digital carver owner, get in there. It's a great way to promote your business.
Hey, Laney, just a couple of things.
We had that. Yes, sir.
Yep. Sorry to butt in. We had a couple. I'm not sure. I was reading the comments. I'm not sure what somebody is talking about on sold machines, but we do have a question about Canada. Do you know if there's a reason why we couldn't have, Canadian, because we do sell some up there, our Canadian customers?
Right.
Question.
So let's see here. Good evening from Southern Ontario. Do you list anyone from Canada? Absolutely. That is 1957 Casino. And guys and girls, if you could do me a favor, put question marks in front of your questions so we can isolate what are actual questions and everything. So put a couple of question marks in front of your questions so we know they're questions. But you absolutely list your business if you're Canada. And that's one of the things, select your state local carvers. We need once we get the listing, it'll fill up the population there. So we don't have all 50 states listed yet, and they will populate as those states and countries get listed. So yeah, if you're in Canada, definitely submit your entry as well. We'd love to have our customers because there's always people looking for service too. So good question, Burl. Good question. 1957.
Yeah, appreciate that. I do want to make another statement. Somebody said we've only sold 50 machines. This is only a fraction. We've sold many thousands of machines.
This is not a listing of the machines. This is a listing of how many customers have in our new low carvers directory. For those of you just joining us, these are the customers who listed their business, like the yellow pages. Remember those back in the day, the yellow pages? So this is an internet of the yellow pages where you can find a local carver in your area, and that is the individuals that have set up their business profile in the directory.
and there's certainly, let me explain why people wouldn't, or explain why they would. We have a lot of people that buy machines for their own projects. They don't want to do, stuff for other people, or they don't feel comfortable in putting their information out there, or they've already got a business established. Because when you put your name out there, obviously you're saying that people can call you to do jobs. So this is just a fraction, and it only fits to people that wants to do that custom type service, and we do appreciate if you do demos and stuff for us, and we'll get into that in the next section, but it's only a fraction.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And so Robin Spalding,
just introduced it.
That was a great question, or a great kind of, as far as, you only sold 50 units. Digital Wood Carver has been in business since 2010. We're based out of Martinsville, Indiana, and our units are manufactured in the U.S. And since 2010, we have sold thousands of units. So, as a matter of fact, Burl, I think we sold just this week. We sold 3 or 4 of them in the last couple of days.
Actually, I was going to say, what is today? I've lost the holiday week, but yes, we have. I know one day we sold 4. I'm not sure how many today, 2 or 3. We'll get into that again. It is a hectic time. So yes, we do have a few more than 50. So I can't hear you, Laney. I'm sorry.
All right. Can you hear me now?
I can. I don't know if it's bad internet or whatever.
We have a little bit of a storm, so it might be interfering a little bit, and I'll try to keep that to a minimum. Me and Mother Nature will have a talk here shortly. But for you folks that are looking for local carvers, you can sort by the state that you're in or surrounding state. And when you get to a carver's profile that's in your area and everything, it will let you know a little bit about that business. And let me turn off that banner a second. Turn off that banner there. And it will tell you a little bit about the business and their contact information. It'll actually tell what machine they're using. And it will also let you know down at the bottom if they're available for demos. If you're looking to see a CNC demo in your area because you're in the market for purchasing a CNC, the customers that list their businesses let you know in the profile if they're available to do demos for units as well. So you'll be able to see some general information about their business, and if they upload some photos of some of the projects they make, you'll be able to see that as well. Those of you looking for local demos in your area because you're kind of on the fence out of digital wood carving, now for our locals carver directory, we also have on our website under the contact info, we do have dealers that we work with.
Sure.
And they'll find that in the dealers menu. We have dealers in North Carolina, we have dealers in Wisconsin, and surrounding areas. So definitely, you can as well too. But the directory is great. It's new, guys and girls. So definitely check it out, and hopefully it grows. So if you're a digital carver customer and you're watching, put your business in there, promote, and we'll be happy to host it for you. It's like your own little ad, if you will.
Yep.
All right, Burl. So was there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
Nope. We probably need to get to the next topic or we're going to run out of time. So
yeah, exactly. So let's talk about, for those Carver, let's talk about referrals and demos.
Yeah.
Now this kind of go hand in hand with a little bit about with the shows, the future holds and all. But for you carvers, your digital carver owners, if you ever refer a customer to us by either showing them your machine or doing a demo for that individual, or if you refer us, somebody said, hey, I'm looking for a CNC, you can get a great one and use digital wood carver, and you send them our way. If that person purchases, you can receive a commission on that sale. Now, our standard commission is a 2% cash payout of the total sale or 3% store credit. But right now, Burl, from September through October 31st, we actually have increased commissions for you referrers. So you can get 3.5% on the total sale for cash payouts, or 4.5% commission if you use it as a store credit to purchase, from the digital wood carver store. So that's going to be going, and that's a great, if you know somebody that's looking in the market and you're going to refer them, or you want to do a demo for us, for someone, you can get a chance. It's money in your pocket, right, bro?
Yep. And I want to emphasize that we've got a phenomenal customer base, and a lot of them have done this in the past, and we appreciate it, but we also want to reward them because we feel the best way of doing it. And we're all like this. If we like a product and it is successful with us, we tell everybody we know. And as a business, we certainly appreciate that. But we know that that does sometimes take a little bit of time. Especially if it's, if it's for a relative or a friend, that's one thing. But if somebody calls and says, hey, I'm interested in this, could you show me a little bit? That's time. I mean, all of us have, plenty of things to do. So what we want to do is make it a little bit worth your while and say thanks for doing that for us. And it's doing well. I know you and Beth have been working on it on the backside so that we keep track of it and know who's doing the demos, and also new customers giving us that feedback to make sure that we know that putting the two together so that we know. And it's taken a little bit to get off, but I think it's going well right now.
It is. Yeah, very well. And let me just talk a little bit more about that. So for those individuals that do a demo or a referral, now understand something, and this is, Burl, I got to really say this caveat. We started the referral program 2021, okay, January 2021. So, we're not going to backtrack into 2018 or 20, that, hey, I referred this person back then. We didn't have a referral program in place. We greatly appreciate referrals and all, but now, as of January of this year, we are giving back to you for those recommendations and that that time you put in for doing a demo or giving a referral. So we can't go past January 1st of 21, but from January 1st to now, if you've had a referral or a demo and everything, you can report a demo here. Now, in the reporting, basically you're going to put in your first and last, your email address, and the type of demo that you did, whether it's a referral or a demo. Now the kids here, they say, I did a demo for someone, or someone a demo for me, right? So it's kind of twofold, because the form could be filled out by the buyer as well, but it's generally filled out by the referrer. If it's just a word of mouth, hey, I recommended John to you and he's going to call you tomorrow and buy a machine kind of thing, that would fall under the other category. Put in their name so we know who's supposed to be calling us or who we're supposed to hear from and everything. And if you can, get their email. Try to get their email and phone number and whatever information you can provide. This way we can report that, and we can log that in our log. And when that individual that you referred purchase from us, they get a notification to let us know if they referred, and they're going to give your name as well. And we put that information together, and you get the payout. You as the referrer will get that 2% or 3% commission, or right now till October 31st, that 3.5% cash commission or 4.5% store credit commission that you can use. Reporting a referral is very simple. Now let's talk about demos, hosting demos, Burl, because we would really love to see some of our hometown carvers in different areas do little open houses and demos and stuff, and we're going to support that with you. We've got documentation, we've got flyers and things that we can send out, but if you had a little open house for yourself where you would do demos to a few people that were that are interested in buying CNCs, we can produce or provide documentation for you to hand out, flyers to hand out, and different information. It's kind of a demo pack that we will get so that you can have a successful open house. And imagine if you had an open house for 10 or 5 people, it doesn't matter what size it is, right? But if you had an open house and all of a sudden a few of those people buy from us, hey, that's great, right? You can report that as well. Bro, what would you like to say about the open houses, and what would you like to see come out of those one day, the little lows and open houses?
Well, certainly shows right now. Matter of fact, we'll talk about a show that we're heading to this week, but they're very, very limited. And, open houses, we did it when we did our user meeting. At the end of it, we had a few hour open house when we come into our new facility, but also had the user meeting. And it was very, very successful. And those most people, if they had a choice looking for a CNC or any type of product, if they had a chance that they could, kind of one-on-one have that time where, somebody's showing them, maybe stepping through a little bit of software. That is one of the areas that people we feel it is a very user-friendly, but they're in their own mind, they've got themselves psyched out that it might be a little harder than it should be, the whole process, the word CNC kind of scares them, or the word computer type of deal. Where if you have that small, and like Laney says, it can be a couple people to 10 people, but on that smaller level, those people will feel a little more comfortable in asking questions. It's also kind of a grassroots. If you got a neighbor and you do some woodworking, another excellent area for this, Laney, would be if you're in clubs, little woodworking club.
Maker spaces in clubs.
Exactly. And it could even be, it wouldn't have to be necessarily woodworking. You could even do if you have a car club, or, something else that you have, few guys that you have, just say, hey, come over, do a little demo, show you what I've been into. The way we kind of sell is we're not hardcore salesmen. We don't want you to be that way. And most people don't have that intention. Basically, they want to just show off the product. And that's what we want you to do. More of, hey, this is my latest hobby type of approach it that way. If you're interested in it, let's let you know. So I do get rewarded for it. I would appreciate it. Help me out. But yeah, that small grassroots, your friends to neighbors, or that one-on-one. That's what I like about that. And they've been very succeful. It's hard to, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say it's great. One, not only are they, showing off our machines and all, but they're actually showing off their work too. Sometimes those open houses, bro, they could turn into sales with like, man, that's cool. Can you make me this? Can you make me that? And you never know what, what people are going to look for. And all of a sudden now they're like, sure, I can make that. $20, $30, whatever, you're doing. But it might be an opportunity to increase your sales, by money and stuff and things like that. And I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to kind of throw that in, because it's a twofold. It's not just for us, and it is an opportunity to make money, but, it could turn into a potential product sell or project sell for you as well too.
Yeah. And it would be more, if we could do smaller, per se shows, and we get these calls, when are we doing a show? And we've even, the last time we kind of advertised we were making a trip to a certain area, a delivery, and also to shows if you're interested in buying that way. And we had a couple people ask, hey, can you do some open houses? And it's really unpractical for us to go around demo to one person, have even a truck or a vehicle, because of the drive times and stuff like that. Where if you would do it, and you could also possibly on your Facebook, just say, hey, Saturday morning, anybody want to come over at 10 o'clock, show you, this is what I got going on. If you want to see it, or in it also you could do it twofold, kind of like our owner's directory. You could do an open house if you make products for people, hey, that's what you're doing. And if you want to say, hey, if you want to take this beyond just, hey, my wife wants a sign, I'll make a birthday gift for my kid, or, something like that. It's like, well, they might get into it to where they would buy a machine. So, make it profitable or work for you in what you're doing.
Sure. Burl, I want to roll back. We have Mark McComb. I'm going to get to your question next, but we did have a question that skipped right by us here. It was from Kevin Davis. I'm very new to CNC. How long should I wait to list myself? And I'm assuming he's referring to the owner's directory. Kevin, really, you can list yourself at any time. It's when you feel that you're at a comfort level that if someone were to reach out to you to ask, hey, could you make me a cutting board, or could you carve me, a sign for my office, or what have you? It's just whatever your comfort level is. You can always say no, but you can definitely start marketing yourself if that's something, if you're in, you're making projects for people for profit, for what have you. Absolutely. Go ahead and list yourself now. I don't see any real reason to wait at all. Just your limitations. So when I ask you for something, you can say, hey, unfortunately, I can't do that. But check back with me in a little while as I grow and all that stuff. Now, Mark McComb, Burl, says, what's right now as we stand? What's the turnaround time on placing an order for a 2440?
Yep. Let me back up just a little bit on his question as far as how quick. My suggestion for him would be make samples of what you're capable of doing. Okay. Yes. So have kind of a little bit of a selection of what you can do. And, when people call you, say, this is what I can do. And that's what I've done in the past. If you want something that's a little more complicated, you're going to have to let me, do that first, not commit to, where I can make this elaborate, centerpiece or whatever you want to call it. This is what I've done in the past. If that's something that you're interested in, let me show you a little bit of artwork where we can work with you and then grow from there. And then and some people like the challenge of doing something that they've not done before, but, don't overextend yourself past that. But hopefully that clarified or helped us a little bit there.
And let me say this, but one of the advantages digital woodcarver customers have, if you do get a project that, interests you, but you're not quite sure how to go about it, you can always call into Digital Woodcarver's customer service and ask that question, that support. Sure. We kind of help point you in the right direction. We're there for our customers. We want to see you grow. We want to see you succeed, with your business and your carving journey and stuff. And so they're there for you around the clock, and you can always help. And, we might be able to give you some guidance on how to approach making that project. So that way, you know how to do it and you don't have to turn down that job.
Or throw it on the Facebook. You guys are phenomenal out there in the group.
Yes.
You guys help each other with questions and things. So I want to give, hats off for that. Turnaround time right now, Laney, I've been telling people it's a good thing. But 3 to 4 weeks is what our current turnaround time is. Sales have been phenomenal. We appreciate that. And if you're out there and you got one ordered, I'm looking at my order board now, and it's growing every day. We can ramp up production. Our struggle right now with a lot of different industries is supplies of different components. We're not anything. We struggled with some casters there for a little bit. Had to find another vendor that could supply those. But once in a while we will get some things. But right now we're still being able to produce every day. But 3 to 4 weeks is what we're at.
There you go. And the market is changing. Sometimes it is hard to kind of our suppliers. It kind of puts us a little bit. So all we ask is definitely check with us when you're ready to buy, and even though we might have a decent sized lead time, we're cranking out those machines as quickly as we can to get that turnaround. So we try to keep it as minimal as we can, but there are unexpected delays. So thanks for having patience with us. If you ordered a machine, you've been waiting to get it in. But we've never been too long, bro. Usually it's generally 7 to 10 days, and we've only been sending it out just because of demand. It's a good thing we've had sales.
Yeah.
So
and that was what I was going to say is we try to keep it under the 2 week. But honestly, when I tell people that, if you went to any place and bought a power tool right now, I would be shocked if anybody has any. And same with appliances. If anybody's got any in stock, they that month, 2 months, 3 months is not realistic in today's market for that. But we try to keep it a minute.
Absolutely. Burl, that leads us into our next topic, which is our sales promotions that we have running right now. Currently right now, our DWC products are Mini Carver 1824, our 2443 is a standard package, and our 2444 is a standard package. We got a good promotion, and it's a good savings. So let's start with our Mini Carver. The current Mini Carver includes the Vcarve desktop software, so our 1824 benchtop Mini Carver with Vcarve desktop software. Currently, right now, there's a promotion of $100 off for that unit. And as you step up into the larger unit, the DWC 2440 with a Vectric Vcarve Pro. Now this is a 2440 3-axis or 4-axis package with Vectric Vcarve Pro. We have a $250 discount currently running right now. And then for those of you that want to have the Vectric Aspire software, any one of the 2440 packages, 3 or 4-axis packages with Vectric Aspire is currently $400 off right now. And those prices are on our website. You can call in. The toll-free number is on our website or on our video right here. But also you can go to our website and place an order there. But we're currently have, you can save potentially up to $400 off on a purchase of one of our 3 main units and everything. So that's great.
Want to do a shout out to Mark. Get the order in. We'll get you one bill. Thanks.
Yeah, Mark. And Mark, that you've got a gift card that someone gifted you. So you've got a special store credit there waiting for you to place that order. So hop off that fence and come on over and place that order. And you can use that store credit you got as well. So there you go. We have I call them a special guest. They're special. You are all special. But I want to give a shout out to Jerry Williams. Jerry, hope you're doing well, my man. And Jerry, from me to you, thank you for that nice card that you sent me last week. I didn't get a chance, or the week before last, I didn't get a chance to email or call you on that. It's just so tied up. But thank you. That meant a lot to me. Appreciate it. So I had to say that, bro. I had to give Jerry a nice shout out.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so our
Jerry.
sales promotion, it's a limited time right now, guys and girls. So it will end on September 18th. So those discounted prices are going to run until September 18th. So be sure to take advantage of that and save some money. Burl, anything that you want to add on that? For that,
well, we got Michael. Topic? Yeah, Michael's asking a little bit on software. Let's shoot up once you give just a minute or two, quick little description for people. The Desktop Pro and Aspire. Just give them a quick snippet of the difference.
Absolutely. So Vectric, the Vectric software is your CAD CAM software that we offer with our packages, our digital woodcarver packages, and it comes in 3 options: Vectric Vcarve Desktop, Vcarve Pro, Vectric Aspire. Now, Desktop is designed for smaller units such as our mini carver. It has a size limitation of 24 inches by 24 inches within the software. And it doesn't have access to what's called the gadgets library. These are free add-ons such as the dovetail gadget and box making gadget and things like that. It does come packed with about $15 worth of models and clip art built into it. So that's a pretty cool thing. But it is our entry level. And if you were purchasing that software outright, it's about $349 for the desktop. Let's move over to Vcarve Pro. Now, Vcarve Pro has all the tools of Vectric Vcarve Desktop plus some additional tools such as the thing tool. So you can cut out multiple parts and minimize the waste on your material, maximize the yield. It has access to the add-on library. So you can have these cool add-ons like the keyhole gadget, dovetail gadget, and things. And it comes with a pack with about $2,000 worth of clip art and models built into it. To just things that you can use to create your projects and designs. Now, with Vectric Vcarve Desktop and Vcarve Pro, you can import images, you can import 3D models, you can use 3D models that come with the software, and you can do 3D carving, 2D carving, you can cut through and cut out parts, you can do all kinds of engraving. But if you wanted to build a 3-dimensional model, photograph, or from scratch, that takes you into the Vectric Aspire. Now, Vectric Aspire has all the tools of Desktop and Pro, but it has those additional 3D modeling tools to be able to build models from scratch or from photographs. Vectric Aspire comes packed with about $5,000 worth of clip art and models built into it. It's about 1,500 different clip art and models and all. But it's fully packed, and it includes all those tools to build and sculpt and 2-rail sweep those models into different shapes, whether you're making 3-dimensional carvings or you're doing things like table legs, spindles, and statues, and you want to create your own designs, Aspire is the software for you when it comes to that. So that's a quick rundown on the 3 softwares. But for more information on the Vectric software, you could always check out vectric.com, vectric.com, and you can do a comparison on the 3 types of software that they offer.
Yep.
All right.
Two things to throw out with that. You did an excellent job. You can upgrade from desktop to pro to Aspire. So you can grow with it if finances a little bit. But I also want to point out a lot of people, the misconception of, desktop is for beginners, pro is for mid, and Aspire.
No, not at all.
Yep. They're all in those. Go ahead. Yep.
No, the software is very user-friendly and intuitive. And once you learn one of the softwares, the user interface is exactly the same throughout each. So you're not having to, like, man, I started out with desktop and I want to jump to Aspire. Do I have to learn everything over again? Absolutely not. That's Vectric is so great. The user interface is exactly the same. You just have some additional tools that you need to learn. On the modeling tools and things like that, but it's not like a whole start over. So I didn't mean to interrupt you, Burl, but I get excited about that because you're not starting over. And what Burl's referring to about growing, the great thing about Vectric is you never lose any money for the money you already invested. So let's say you bought desktop to start off with because finances were kind of tight. And so you started off that desktop software, you paid that $349. And a year down the road, 6 months down the road or whatever, you're ready to move up to Vcarve Pro. Well, Vcarve Pro is $699, but you've already spent $349 on the desktop. So you just pay the price difference of that $350 to move up. So you're only paying the price difference between the packages to be able to upgrade. And it's a great way to scale yourself up at your pace and your speed. That way, it's good for, as far as your knowledge base, or also because financial, your finances only allow you to start in a certain area. You can go let that machine start making money for you and let that machine pay for its upgrades and things like that, because it will. With a CNC, you have very good potential of making income with it, with the projects that you make and sell. All right, Burl. Sorry about that. I get all excited about Vectric because it is so user-friendly and intuitive. Here's another question here. Can you add a water-cooled spindle to an 1824? Unfortunately, no, not at this time. Currently, right now, the Vcarve 1824 comes with a Makita 1.25 horsepower router, and it does not have a spindle option to upgrade to. 2440 models, the Axis they do, and we have 2 water-cooled spindles to choose. 1.5 kW water-cooled spindle, about a 2 horsepower water-cooled spindle, or a 2.2 kW 3 horsepower water-cooled spindle. One is the 1.5, that's 110 volts. 2 is 220 volts, so there's that power requirement as well. Just right now, it's currently the 2440s. I don't see the 1824 ever having that option. Do you, Burl? Right now, I can't see it.
Yeah, and that brings up one of the. There's nothing wrong with the 1824, but one of the reasons that it is more of an entry level. And if you look at our options and accessories for our different products, the 2440 has a lot more options that only fit in that little bit larger unit. So it was an intentionally not that we want to put it down. It just, it was an entry level. If you're getting serious and want to run that, the 2440 is a little more your robust and also, larger system that allows it. So
absolutely, and customers can grow with digital wood carvers. You can start at a certain level, and you can actually move your way up through the machines if you need to. And we have trade-in policies and things like that you can work. We work out those details on a one-on-one basis with the customers and stuff, but there is that option and all to grow as well. But we did design it. It was a need. People were always asking if there was a smaller unit to kind of get started with, or a little benchtop unit. And that's how the mini Carver came to be. Burl designed a very, very good entry-level unit to get those hobbyists, in CNC, and to get those newcomers that wanted to kind of start out small, or they might not have had a lot of room in their shop, and then they had the potential to grow. Very good. Well, Burl, so sales promotion. Hey, the sale ends on the 18th, so get in there and take advantage of that if you want to purchase.
It's a good sale.
yeah, up to $400 savings for the 24 with a Vectric Aspire software. So that's great.
Let's talk about shows just a little bit, if you're ready.
Thank you, Jake. I see that.
Oh,
go ahead, bro.
Okay. Let's talk about shows a little bit. Right now, I actually got off my phone with my brother, Terry. He is up in Escanaba, Michigan, which is the Upper Peninsula. If you're in that area, make sure you go out and see him. That'll be Thursday tomorrow. Starts around noon, all day Friday, and then Saturday morning, and it closes at 1 o'clock. So one of the things, and why we're talking about shows, I will tell you, obviously, we haven't done a lot. We've done about 4 this year, and more towards this fall. Certain states and certain venues have opened up here and there. We've done about 4, not been really bad with, attendance, but they are very limited on that. We have, unfortunately, we don't know where we'll be at with shows. We haven't heard from the typical woodworking shows. We generally did, before all the COVID, about 25 to 30 shows a year. Since we've done that, like I say, we've done 4 this year. And right now, I believe this is our last show that is on our docket. Don't know if there'll be more of them. That's for this year when it comes to that on the shows. One of the things, what was I going to talk about? Shows. As far as that's the only one we got on that. Let's go to, are you ready for our photo contest?
Yeah, I am. And so the photo contest, we can bring that up on the screen there, bro. Let's split this here. There we go. All right.
Nice.
So for photo contest winners, we this past beginning of the year, we had our submit project photos to us, and we had, this is one of them. This was a first place winner. This was David Robinson, and he submitted the American flag carving and all. From there, we have Nellie Orr. She submitted these projects here, bro. And the photo contest, ladies and gentlemen, understand it was a photo contest for kind of marketing. Just we wanted to see some projects with our machine and stuff. It was not a project contest. It was more of a photo. We'd love to see clean, well-lit photos. We wanted to get some nice photos. And then we had our third place winner, who was Charlene Bowden with her America sign. But the entries, bro, that we had, we had tons and tons of entries. So let them load up here. And unfortunately, I don't have names of the entry contestants and everything, but we had some many cool projects come across our,
I was using the laser on that one. So, an owl. Yeah.
Yep. And that's that owl that you really enjoyed there.
Yeah. I like that.
We got a little T guy, Berry Retreat. And here's another one. Beyond Venue. What is it? I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Making memories one campfire at a time. So Danielle and Wayne.
Nice.
Very nice photo. I love the texture on the background of this photo, bro. It was a really nice texture. And the paint job, they did a great job on that. Here's another Bon Appetit. I want to say that this most likely would be some kind of serving tray. It might be a wall sign. I don't know. But here's a cribbage board. Yep. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. I love that it's shaped like an RV. That's pretty cool. RV there yet? I love that. Great job. Here's an sign. Yeah. Keep track. I love that. And here's some of our Tennessee folks. This is Steve, and he is watching the signs get made on the 24th in his shop. And here's an American flag being carved. That looks like just the Union on this one.
Laney, you're cutting up just a little bit. The pictures are not. There we go. There you go.
Are the pictures not loading? They're loading perfectly on my side, so I can't see what y'all are seeing. So,
yeah,
is what's happening there, bro? Because the internet is.
You're caught up now. Yeah, you're caught up now. Just go just a little bit slower. Turning.
All right. How about the audio? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, you're still breaking up pretty bad on my side of it. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's internet connection that's causing that or not. But we got the two plates up there now, so you can scroll past that one.
Yeah, and here is. I think that this is Scott. I won't say this, but I'm not 100% sure. But he's an A. Yeah, it's got to tell the iris there. I think that's him. I don't know, but it's a beautiful array of examples. And unfortunately, I do apologize for my audio, but StreamYard is kicking the butt.
Yeah.
But here is another. Now that's an actual real dagger in there, and real military dagger. I forget what branch and all, but he made the design just to showcase the dagger.
It's a nice piece there.
It's amazing. Yeah, and all four pieces are actually connected to it.
You can see a little. Yep.
He's got some steel framing behind it, so that was amazing. Nice. There you go. There's a nice little. I think that's Tinkerbell there, and a flag.
Yep. Yeah. You're breaking up pretty bad. I'll try to do a little bit more of the talking, Laney, on these.
Okay.
They are phenomenal. I wanted to talk about. Somebody asked if there's going to be another photo contest. I love it, and we could even do it on, as simple as doing it on Facebook. If somebody's got some ideas of maybe doing a certain type of a project, and you guys challenge each other on being creative. I love that little bit of competitive, maybe focusing on something. I don't know. But we can talk about that. Yeah, I love to do it. Photo contests. I love seeing what you guys do. Each time that we do anything like that contest, we've done in the past, and we still have some of those as our showpieces. They are phenomenal when it does it. So I love it. Hopefully we will do more of the photo contest when it comes to that, James.
Absolutely. How's my audio now, Burl? Is that any better?
It is. So yeah, and I think it comes and goes. There's times right now you're doing very well. So
I changed microphones, so while you were talking, I don't know if that helped any or not.
Yeah, I think it's the internet, Laney, because when it comes to that, but it's okay. Keep going, and we'll endure it. I'll jump in when you break up too bad.
Absolutely. I love making boxes on the digital wood carver, and we have a special accessory that helps out with this. Our joint maker dig.
Yep.
The cribbage boards are very popular. Nice little computer monitor stand.
Nice.
And Burl, I think you're right. At some point in time, in the future, they're great. Have an actual project contest versus a photo contest. A project contest.
Yeah.
And all.
We'll come up with something. Some particular thing. Maybe like that serving tray. We'll just throw out a topic, and or even we could even do a holiday, maybe Christmas coming up, ornaments, holiday decorations. But I love the idea when it comes to creating a challenge and seeing people. You guys just phenomenal. We all have different thoughts and ideas, and the CNC is an excellent way of people expressing that. They can't do it other ways, and it's phenomenal. Very good.
Excellent.
I enjoyed going through and seeing all of the different And the thing is one of the things that I hated, I know Jake and you and I, we had some other people involved in, judging them. They were hard for me. I'll have to say that the first winner, I'm a patriotic. So if you want to get my vote things, throw some patriotic stuff in there. But that flag and really the way that it's photographed, just phenomenal. I loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. And but the first place, their photos, it was the lighting, the evening, and being able to see the machine and the projects. So it really was that combination of all those things that brought them to the top. It doesn't take away. It doesn't take away from any project that were submitted
hey, Laney,
at all.
Can you back up to that last one?
Yes.
The race car. Oh.
Yeah. That one there.
I think that is done by one of the Indiana Woodworkers Club guy. I seen it. I was at the last show. I was by their booth. No.
Jennifer Lynn. If you remember Jennifer, she came to our open house and our Woodcarver owner group meeting, and she bought that mini carver right at the meeting.
Nice.
I remember her little shop. And this is her little shop, and she's got that mini carver just right in that little enclosure, and those two projects are actually hers. I don't know if she's part of the makerspace, but Jennifer, this is her little shop here.
Well, I'm glad you told me who it was. One of the things I love about these pictures, and I'm glad to see we've had quite a few minis or the 1824s in there. A lot of our people that use the machines, a lot of the 2440s, but what that does is it shows even that little small unit can produce some very nice quality, high end stuff. So,
absolutely
cool.
And Steve, you're very welcome. We appreciate you as well. I'm glad to hear that it's that our machine is catalyst for your business and growing and stuff. So really appreciate that.
Thanks, Steve.
That was really nice of you. But no, bro, to see that carver, and I don't know why I'm going the wrong direction, but it's nice to see that mini carver, shining, because it does a phenomenal job.
Yeah. But and thanks for the ideas. I mean,
all right, I caught up to you again. I apologize again on my audio. It's there's a storm or something causing me some issues. But if I'm moving and talking now, what I said is I'm really proud to see the mini carver shine because it does some phenomenal things. I mean, it's just that smaller hobby unit footprint, but it can knock out some amazing products.
Somebody's asking for the Last Supper. Can you click on the Last Supper again?
Yes, sir. I sure can. Let me pop back up there. All right, it's coming. There we go. Oh, that was the Last Supper was. Oh, not wrong direction.
Yep.
Yeah, one more. There we go.
Nice. That was a good job, and I know a lot of people out there have done that, and it is looks like I'm gonna guess that's a piece of maple. It turned out very, very nice. Somebody did a high quality, did some polishing on it to get it to shine and all those crevices and stuff. So
really good detail.
Yeah,
and you see what's in the background, right, Burl? It's the mini carver. The digital wood carver was the mini carver.
I didn't realize
it was made on the mini carver. Absolutely. Look at the quality and how that that can knock product.
Yeah, I love it because a lot of people look at it and think that it can't, and I know we do. We've got some Laney. I know of people. I know of people that's had that mini for for a long time, and they do phenomenal work. But it's good to see on that. Somebody asked what bit to use on that, and that is done with I'm going to guess a 16th inch ball nose, conical ball nose. Those, when you're doing the 3-dimensional relief cuttings and you want some detail, it was designed for the CNC world. I'll give a little brief description of what that is, but it is a very small bit or a tip, a ball nose, like a 16th. If you had a 16th inch bit, that bit itself would be very fragile if it was very long at all. So what they've done is they've developed a small taper down, but it still gives you that very detail of that little ball tip on it that will get into those crevices and get you that detail. But because it's tapered a little bit, it won't interfere with most of your cutting, because you're going down and it's not straight edges, but it still makes that bit strong, but it also gives you the detail of that. It's been phenomenal. They make different sizes. They make an 1/8 inch diameter, 16th inch diameter, and there's a few others. Now, obviously, once you get to a 1/4 inch diameter, you don't need that strength. They're generally straight cutters. But those small ones, that's what gives you detail for those. They're a little more expensive than the others. They run in the $50 range, where a lot of the others are going to be $20 to $30 range on those, but they're still not terribly expensive. They do last a long time. Everything that we sell is solid carbide on bits. We are getting close on time. Actually, we are on time.
We are. And Burl, I just want to throw up this here. Since 2018, referring from deployment.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for your service. And Heartland also threw this up as well. I'll be talking about another 4x4 this year. So awesome, Heartland.
We've got that a lot lately, haven't we, Laney? People buying their second. Matter of fact, we're delivering next week down by you. They had 2 machines. They actually upgraded to one of our larger ones, and that seems to be a trend on that. Heartland, Michael, I remember Michael, and we had a little bit of mix-up on his machine, and but we made it right, and he's been a good customer. I remember he comes out when I'm out in Kansas City, I do believe, if my memory is doing that.
Absolutely. Now, if this will be the last question, but if my audio allows me, Burl, does the software guide you as what bit to use? Now, not necessarily. It doesn't tell you what bit to use. You're basically telling the software what to use. However, in your tool database, when you are in a particular toolpath, it will limit and only show you the tools that can be used with that toolpath. So in a way, it kind of limits your choices and all, but it doesn't actually tell you what bit to use with what project. That does come from your initial orientation training from Vcarve. It does come from just experience and trial and error and practicing and all. But generally, customers of Digital Woodcarver, they can ask those questions to other users, to Digital Woodcarver themselves. They can call in, and they can also receive that information during their training with us as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couple things as we wrap up, Laney. If you've got some, I'll let you collect your thoughts. I want to talk about 2 quick things here. People have been asking about user meeting, if we're going to do a user meeting this fall. There's a couple things in the background that is may or may not allow us to do a user meeting, but we will try to get one in before the end of the year if all possible. It's to do the logistics of it. I know we always have a good time. Laney, generally last year we did it here in my shop. We'll probably keep it close to home, meaning either close to Laney's location or my location. We need to talk about that in the next couple of weeks if we're going to try to get one out shows are also sketchy, whether we'll get back out in the woodworking shows. If we do, we probably won't be doing as many, just to give you a heads up on that. It's tough for travel and, getting to, long distances when it comes to that. I do want to, the salesman enemy, got to talk about one thing. Laney, you have the opportunity down there. If anybody is between Indiana and Florida, we have a customer that is trading in an almost brand new 2440. This is a one-time deal that we do have a used. We very, very, very rarely have used machines. But if you will call Laney, he's up all kinds of nights, so you can call him after this. Sorry, Laney, got to throw that in.
That's all right.
If you want an opportunity to, save a little money, but also the high potential of saving on shipping, it is down in Laney's area down there, and a couple of guys are going to be leaving this weekend and the first of next week. So we have to know literally probably by tomorrow, maybe Friday at the very latest. So if that's something that you're interested in, Laney will work you up a price deal there.
Yep, absolutely. Yes, and it is a 2440 3-axis standard package. So like Burl said, it's virtually new, very, very little run time on it. The customer just decided to go big, and they're upgrading their unit. So it's a one-time offer. We do have this unit. We consider it a trade-in unit that's in excellent condition. So absolutely call me interested in that. Burl, I'm going to say we're going to kind of wrap up our goodbyes, but I do want to answer Cheryl's question about the broken bit. No, Michael, if a bit breaks, there's no sensory or anything in the router, the spindle saying, hey, the bit broke. It's not going to stop the machine. That's where the operator is going to, have to pay attention to the carvings and stuff. If something like that happens, a bit snaps or breaks, you would stop the machine. There's not any kind of automation for that at all. You won't find that anywhere, pretty much. So I just want to answer that.
Yeah, when they do make machines like that, but you're talking in a whole different ballpark of a machine. They're machining centers that you got to add a few more zeros behind them to come close, but they are
right. Exactly.
Machining centers out there nowadays can do some of that, but they have loads, sensors on the motors themselves, and all kinds of fun stuff. But we're not quite in that arena.
Sure. Well, if we can say we're going to go ahead and wrap up, and hopefully the audio does not break up during my saying goodbye. I want to thank each and every one of you. Sorry about the audio issues. We're just having some storms down here in Florida, and unfortunately, I'm the one hosting the event, so it really kind of messed up a little bit there. Because of my computer and server and everything. So I apologize for that, but thank you all for joining us. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe to the Digital Woodcarver YouTube channel for more information and demo videos that we'll have coming in the future. Burl, thank you for your time. We appreciate you. Michael or Heartland America, as far as virtual Zoom or WebEx an option, I think you were asking that question when Burl was relating to live shows or doing customer type events and everything. And that's always an option, and we can talk about that a little bit more. And when we do decide to set up a user group meeting, we'll talk about those options and things as well. But Burl, it's been a great show. I hope we covered a lot of topics and everything. So hopefully somebody pick up information from that. September 18th, the sell-ins for our discount, save up to $400 with 2440s with Vcarve or Vectric Aspire. And we do have one demo unit that's available, discounted price. So you can call me at the number on your screen after the event, or something we just need to know within the next evening or day today and tomorrow. It could be a possibility to bring that home to you. All right, Burl, I'll let you say your goodbyes and we'll call it a day.
Yeah, I want to tell everybody from Digital Woodcarver, we are going strong. as far as updates, there's a few things in the next coming weeks and months. We'll probably be announcing. Sales are strong. Our employment is strong. We've got more employees. Just to give you an idea on that, I believe, and unfortunately it's hard right now to get employees and stuff, but we got a very good crew. We run roughly between probably 17 to 20 employees here. So that come a long ways over the last 11 years of me doing it part-time. And as always, Laney, I know your audio, I'll charge you a little bit for having to speak a little extra tonight when it comes to that. But
Absolutely.
I'm teasing. But no, I want to appreciate and throw to our customers. If it wasn't out for you guys, obviously we wouldn't exist. Take advantage. We want to help you out with the owner directory and the referral program. Take advantage of those. And as we work through some of these, if we miss some of them, let us know. Give us feedback to Laney or myself, and we'll make sure. No, that unit does not. It does have a Metabola wood router on it. So answer that question on the used unit. We appreciate everybody. Laney, if you're done, everybody have a good, safe evening and enjoy the beautiful fall coming up.
All right, absolutely. And thank you. And look forward to Saturday as well. CD Enterprises, you guys and girls have a wonderful night. Thanks for joining us. And until next time, thank Digital Wood Carver. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye.
Bye.